Once again, it's time. It's actually time to make a video about something and somebody that did something right. And Rock Auto again. First of all, we'll start with what somebody did right. These are the. I ordered a retro kit for my transmission. Do not bend. Okay. Somebody was nice enough and considerate enough. This is a company. I'm going to call them out. What do they call themselves? Pro Choice Transmission Parts, Raymond, Burning Tree, California, which is not a good omen from California. Hopefully that's in my viewfinder and close enough. I'm gonna, you know what I mean. But he's an eBay seller, and he was nice enough to put that on because I think I told you guys I come home a couple times. When you have a home-based business, I have a mail lady, and she's ramming stuff in my mailbox. It was a big white package of stuff. I'm like, it looked like she was trying to shove a tampon up an elephant's ass. She's ramming it in my mailbox, and there was other shit in there. There were pinstripes for my truck that were wrecked. I mean, I don't know where to go with things when stuff is this bad. Here's another perfect example. This is an actual melling lifter. And it says, made in USA. Now, my son, who's here right now, orders melling lifters from, this is the box they came in, from Rock Auto. There's Rock Auto. This is why stuff's going wrong, because I've had people pipe up to me on my channel. Maybe you should stop working on cars. You know what? I've been working on cars before you people got your first stink finger and you were still shitting green in your diapers, okay? This is what Rock Auto sent, made in China. It's too tiny to even for the camera. It's too tiny for me to even read. Made in China. What is it? Engine Tech? So, my son actually paid $13 more for made in China lifters from Rock Auto than the ones that we got at AutoZone. And that was the day when I'm going to come explain what this problem really is. It's not me, the mechanic, because I'm always dead balls on. Have I solved almost every mechanical problem I've ever really come across, besides when I say if Dad says it's shit, it's shit.
Pretty much.
And keep your fingers out of things that bite. So this is the problem that I'm going to explain what is happening. These companies, Jag, Summit, they used to have workplaces of work where you went to work and you would do your, their online orders and sales. Everything's going to those little phones, like they're trying to force all this technology for you to do all your business on this phone. So everybody else knows your business and it's on your phone and it's documented. Well, that's one of the problems, but it's not the main problem. These companies pissed off all these employees that never came back to work. So they're stuck with these bedroom, mommy's basement dweller, wannabe service personnel. That's what they're doing. Okay, that's where the problem began, and that's where it is, and it's where it's still at right now. There is no other explanation. Okay, I've been working on aircraft, I've been working on vehicles ever since I'm a kid. Okay, 6 years old. Okay, you know, Speed City USAA was down on Sumner Avenue. I had grease on my goddamn diapers. I grew up around with tools in my hand. It's why a lot of people, they get jealous of the things I have. They didn't see it when I got it. They only see it, when I'm out using it or whatever. But a lot of this stuff I get. How many things I've dragged home here? Tractors. And they were world-class equipment, but somebody mistreated it. And nowadays, that stuff, that worthless tractor, that old John Deere that was built better than anything they make today, or Craftsman tractor, I've got a couple of each of them. And I'm proud that I put them all back together. Did it cost me money? Yes. Do they work? Yes. And other people, I see them with the tractor stuck in the middle of the yard, the grass is half cut, and 3 weeks later the grass is still growing up around the tractor. Nobody can fix them. Nobody wants to pay you to work on them. That's part of the problem that happens to me. Nobody wants to pay me to work on this stuff, so I just don't really work on it anymore. And if I do get a job, I'm in no hurry to get to it. I got to get other stuff done that serves me. Okay, we just had an anomaly with my truck, and we straightened that out. You all right there?
Yeah.
Don't be sticking your fingers in any more things with teeth. But anyway, he's over there. I told him to separate. We're separating parts for reassembly.
What the hell
We finally got the heads back on his truck after all the hullabaloo and holocaust with jegs, and we're still not getting things together. And that is one of the studs I'm looking for. There's one for each head. We're looking at these little studs. Show it in the camera what I'm... Those go in the front of a Vortec head. Because another meathead chimed into me, they never made a 305 Vortec. Oh, that's funny. I got a 20... The Camaro's down there, what, 29 years? And it says 305. It says 305 Vortec. You open the hood, it says Vortec right on the plastic cover. And I believe it was one of the first years when they started going to those plastic covers and bullshit. It still has the EFI and the metal air cleaner, but on there's a shroud that goes across with that big. The Camaro has that big round fan shroud, and on that it has the tag with the 305 Vortec. So I have these guys piping up to me now that I'm making these videos, thinking they know more than I do. And I've been working on this stuff, what, 5 decades now? 6? I mean, I'm 60 years old, and I've been doing it ever since I was a child. I got to get back to work, but I just wanted to explain to people where all these failures are made. Most of it's made in China. The other half is the service industry has never come back the way it is. They pissed off the people that were loyal and actually knew their potatoes in these companies. So now they're stuck with these either people that don't speak, comprehend English, or don't have an education. I mean, I live in an area here. I doubt if there's a handful of people that actually have a high school diploma. I mean, this is really a pitiful area. Now you can hear sirens again coming, the sirens, and it's starting to rain. We have bright blue, clear sky, and all of a sudden we have dark clouds and rain. So I have to shut my camera off, but that's where it begins and ends with JEG, Summit, Advanced, AutoZone, Rock Auto, the rest of them. You've got bedroom basement dwellers, basically, is your service personnel, or it's over in the Philippines and India, and those people don't know what the hell a Vortec engine is. All they see is numbers or what you say. Half the time I got to spell what the part is. You know, camshaft. Cramshaft? What's a cramshaft? It makes my day that I'm standing there instead of turning nuts and bolts like we're doing today. We're on the phone listening to goofy music. I got to get somebody else on the phone that speaks or comprehends English. Like I said, a lot of it sounds like it's some kind of racial rant, and it's not. You know what I mean? I spoke fluid German up until I went to start going to grade school. Okay? We learned English because we have to communicate with each other. These companies just haven't. They just have an aberration for paying an American person. They're abhorrent. They are actually hostile to the American workforce. And that's why half the people like me don't want to work at certain one of these places. I sure as hell don't want to work at a place like that. So I got to get my camera in. Constant showers. Shoot off some more missiles, Joe Biden. Got it warming up there in Kosovo. We got... how many other conflicts are we going to have under the Biden administration? When we had none and we had beautiful weather, we didn't have any global warming under Donald Trump. All of a sudden, Joe Biden's in-house. We're having aberrant weather. We're having crazy things happening and wars everywhere. Well, folks, that's it. My video. Your explanation for all these failures was Joe Biden, including my auto parts nightmares.